How would you describe, if you had to describe life, the projects you're working on, the achievements that you're experiencing, maybe the feeling you wake up with more and more these days? How would you describe it? What word would you
I mean,
use?
it's a rush. Yeah. It's really a rush because you know, I've really been nonstop these last couple days, or well, last couple months. You know what? The last year.
Yeah.
The last
right.
year or so.
It's kind of
I've been
crazy.
kind of going nonstop, just you know, job after job with the real estate, selling homes, movies, you know, landing these acting roles, getting you know, all these different opportunities are presenting themselves, and I'm you know, really going after it. So it's been quite a rush, and I love it. I love staying busy, so.
It's bomb, man. It's
great.
To see you experiencing this kind of success, this explosion. You talk about this last year. I mean, it's insane in a lot of ways. I mean, when you see this,
yeah.
Don't you have to freak out a little bit? Like
there has
to be an element that's like, I can't believe it's finally happening.
Oh, man. Oh, well, I cried when I saw it.
Did you?
Yeah, when I saw that for the first time, I cried like a baby.
Tell me why. What brought tears to your eyes?
I think, well, for Men's Health, it's a big magazine, especially for the fitness community, of course. And as a fitness enthusiast, I've always
Is that what you call yourself? A fitness enthusiast?
I mean,
looking like this on the cover of Men's Health magazine. No, I enjoy, I have enthusiasm around fitness.
Right.
That's what you would say?
Yes, I would say that.
You wouldn't say bodybuilder? Like, I think this is...
We can go the bodybuilding route. Yeah. I shaped my body. I put the clay on there. Mold that statue.
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, to be in that world and always reading these magazines, seeing you know, people that I look up to on these covers, like Mark Wahlberg, The Rock, even my dad. You know, it's always been huge to learn from these magazines. So to have the opportunity myself, to be on there and to try to inspire other people to be healthy, live a healthy lifestyle, and kind of be able to tell my story, it's an insane honor.
Yeah.
Right. So so for me, it was just an epic experience to see that for the first time. It was like all kinds of feelings, like happiness, excitement, just adrenaline going through.
100%. What was the inspiration? Tell me, what was the what were you saying to yourself? What was happening in the moment this photo was taken, right? Because I feel like you never know what picture is going to actually end up being on the cover. I had no idea. Do you remember this picture in particular?
Yeah, so they were, this was before I ripped my shirt off in the net. So so the rain's going down. It's really dramatic. We're here at the top of Topanga Mountain, or Topanga Canyon. And it was just such a dramatic scene. And I was like, well, should I do like a battle cry or something? And the guy and the photographer was like, oh yeah, give us a battle cry. So I was like, you know, like something crazy for the background to match the environment. So then they ended up choosing it. So I was like, heck yeah, let's go.
You mentioned the word honor a couple times. I'm curious to know where your relationship with honor, why that word over so many others that could be. You know what I mean? Even reading the piece, like honor was something that means a lot to you. It's very clear that you want to live a life in a way that feels honorable.
Yes.
Right? With courage, you know what I mean? And also with grace, you know what I mean? I'm curious where you got that from.
Yeah, I think, I mean, this also leads to why I wanted to be an actor in the first place, but it really came from watching so many movies and these action films, these war films, where the warrior is just all about honor, like the samurais, the knights, all these different characters, just displayed an honorable character where they made sacrifices to do the right thing, to represent the right message, and one of those messages reoccurring was always for family. And so for me, really doing things in the right way for my family is how I want to honor my family and how I want to represent all of us.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, honor plays a huge part in my life, and it's a word that I use a lot because, like you said, I want to live a life that's honorable and that people can see and look at and say, like, he did a good job. He did it the right way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a way that also feels authentic to you.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Like that feels true and real to your own experience. When you talk about bringing about honor to your family, you know what I mean? I'm curious what everybody knows. There are so many people that know or have an idea about your family, right? And the situations that led to you being here.
Right.
And I can imagine that it could have been tough in a lot of ways to feel like, what is my stake in this ground? How do I live my own life, right? How do I move forward in a way that feels good to me and that blesses my family, right? That shows some love and some grace and some kindness over my family. When did that happen for you, where you were like, I think I know what I'm gonna do?
I think it really happened during my college years, and you know, I like many other students, I mostly went to college to make my parents happy.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I always wanted my education and to go and experience university and you know, learn as much as possible for business and you know, whatever the school has to offer. But yeah, it was because my parents were always like, you need to get the education, you need to go to college. So wanted to make them happy. But while I was there, that's when I really thought about it and really thought to myself, well, acting is a dream of mine. To be in movies, to be in films, to be on the big screen.
Yeah.
And
Larger than life.
Larger than life. Yeah, exactly. And so there was a moment there where I kind of realized. Well, let me back up. Going through college, I always had the mentality of what's realistic.
Okay.
So business, I took business because I wanted to go in the realistic route.
Okay.
Which I feel like a lot of people end up doing.
Right.
You know, I need
Not
to get
the
a
dream, but like
dream.
what's the plan?
Yeah, what's the safe, what's the most realistic, what's gonna make my parents happy, what's gonna make my family happy with me. But there was a moment when I said, well, why can't me being in movies be realistic, right?
Yeah.
So I started taking acting classes, started really going at it with the acting lessons and auditions and all these kinds of things. So
what is it like for you now, experiencing, I would assume, the kind of success you maybe always dreamed of, right? Like the degree, the pride for your family, films, magazine covers, relationships.
Right.
You know, I've seen on Instagram, brother, you win.
Yeah.
You're doing all right.
We're succeeding. It's again, it's just like a huge honor and privilege to be able to have these opportunities.
Do you ever think though, like, you know, for a lot of people, regardless of where they are in life, right? It could go a different way. It goes a different way. Do you ever have moments where you're like, man, this is my life, you know, and a reflection of like the hard work that I've been putting in, the consistency?
Yeah, I think like the mentality that I've really taken with this is every time that I kind of succeed or like post about or something like this with the men's health cover, it adds a little more pressure. And I love it. I love the pressure. I love the stress in a way. I love the pressure because it kind of keeps me, like, I have to
alert.
Stay alert. I have to keep going. And you know, this is only the beginning, right? So I'm really just driven to keep going. I have big goals that I want to achieve. So and these are like the stepping stones to get there.
Yeah.
And I know that, and you know, I can't get too excited. I can't. This comes with taking my time and not rushing into things. So I'm just taking it as it comes and really going for it. But this pressure, the added pressure, I love it.
I imagine this is the face for the response to pressure.
Oh yeah.
Like bring it on.
Oh, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's freaking go.
Let's go.